guys! Today I'm going to review Doctor Who, The Mutants. Doctor Who, The Mutants was broadcast on the 8th of April until the 13th of May 1972. It is a six-parter from Season 9, Story 4. It's a third Doctor story starring Jon Pertwee. It was directed by Christopher Barry, written by Bob Baker and Dave Martin. It was originally going to be called Independence. The writers intended The Mutants to be an anti-racist message. Script editor was Terrance Dicks, who also wrote the novelisation in 1977. Producer was Barry Letts. The critics criticised the acting, especially Rick James, and the slow pace of the story. They also compared the bearded man in the story to the Monty Python character, the It's Man.
It's Monty Python's Flying Circus.
The story doesn't feature the Brigadier, Benton or Mike Yates. Doctor Who The Mutants stars Jon Pertwee as the third Doctor and Katy as Jo Grant. So The Mutants is from Season 9. So I'm working my way through this Jon Pertwee box set. The Doctor and Jo arrive on the planet Solos on an assignment by the Time Lords. The Doctor and Jo learn that the natives are mutating into ant-like mutant creatures, and they uncover a conspiracy where the evil Marshal's trying to convert the planet because he's wanting the resources of it. The Doctor eventually finds out that the mutations are actually a natural thing that's happening, that people are just evolving. So this story has like a message. It's a bit political actually. It's about bigotry, racism, and it's very much like a Jodie Whittaker type story that they would have done, but without the awful preaching. And it's interesting that this story is 51 years old. They were going on about racism then. Hey Phil, why do all these young folk think we were all racist years ago? We all knew about bloody racism then. It hasn't just happened now. Bloody walk my ass. Yeah! So this has a great story. However, I do have problems with it. It's very much a mixed bag. Even though I love the Pertwee era, this particular one, it's not one of my favourites. I actually think Pertwee and Jo Grant are on top form in this one.
Help me. We'll begin a new Earth, the centre of a new empire.
It's all right, Investigator. He's quite mad.
Oh no, Doctor.
However, other folk seem to let them down. There's one particular actor who lets the side down a bit. A black actor called Rick James, who's really poor in it, I thought.
This is Skybase 1 calling Hyperion. Skybase 1 calling Hyperion. Come in, Hyperion. This is urgent. Repeat, urgent.
Bloody hell, Phil. That actor's bloody terrible. I know where he's going after this TV job. The Brigadier, Mike Yates and Sergeant Benton not in this story, and they're a bit of a miss actually. You get used to seeing them. It's interesting that the Time Lords get mentioned, and there we used to have the third Doctor go on different missions on different planets as an excuse instead of just having earthbound stories all the time. So there's good and bad in this story. One of the best things about this story is the filming that they did. They did quite a lot of outside filming. And the design of the mutants looks really good as well. It's especially good with the outside filming, where they were filming in caves. The mutants' design looks really good. However, when the story goes back to studio with the bright lighting, it looks tacky, to be honest, and the design of the mutants doesn't look as good under bright lights. So this story is a good example how film looks so much better than studio videotape. However, to do filming costs more money, so that's why they didn't use it as much. Even the incidental music's not up to par. I prefer the Dudley Simpson music that you usually get, but this one's a bit distracting. The Marshal's quite a good villain though. I thought he was really good. He's always shouting Mutts, Mutts! Instead of saying mutants, it's Mutts this, Mutts that. Hell, the bloody Marshal, going on about bloody Mutts all the time. He wants to walk around bloody Newcastle on a night. You'd say plenty bloody Mutts then.
Hey, we better pull something tonight, Trey. I haven't had out uppers for a week.
And the first episode's really good. This story starts off well, but goes downhill by the end. And I thought the last episode was particularly poor. It was like badly done, where one of the characters turns into a superior being and you see some terrible CSO effects as he's gliding through the spaceship. And it was a naff way of ending the story where he just kills the Marshal with light from his fingertips. I thought it looked really tacky. And there's a terrible CSO effect where the ships, some of the walls come off the ship. Danger of them going out into space. I thought that looked terrible. This is a good example how a 6-parter would have been so much better if it had been a 4-parter. They tend to stretch them out, and by doing that it slows the pace. And with the last episode being poor, it spoils all the hard work of the previous 5. There's nothing worse than finishing on a low. You're watching something and it has a terrible ending. It completely ruins it for me. So overall I thought it was a mixed bag. The story-wise, it was really strong. It was just poorly done. A bit like Paradise Towers, a Sylvester McCoy story. That had a great story, but was poorly done as well. And although Pertwee's really good in this, he's let down by other actors.
Good. Come on, Stubbsy. Stubbsy, man.
The scenes done on film look really good, but they're let down by the studio scenes where it's too brightly lit. And that black actor was terrible in it. So overall it's one of my least favourite Pertwee stories. So out of 10, I'll only give this one a 5. 5 out of 10. Very disappointing. Did you think, Bones, did you like it? I thought it was a load of shit, Phil. And it's better than that Jodie Whittaker crap.
Doctor Who, did you say?
So I've reviewed the first 4 out of 5 stories so far of this season. So I've only got the Time Monster to review, and then I could rank all 5 of the stories in this box set. So look out for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. Like, subscribe and share. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye.
You're right. I didn't know. I thought there were a lot of mess on my snatch this morning.
Mutt here. Sport to him.